Imagine a vast plain with thousands of stone jars scattered across the landscape. These jars are enormous, some towering over 3 meters high. This mysterious site lies in the heart of Laos, a landlocked country in Southeast Asia. The jars are spread across dozens of sites, each containing anywhere from 1 to 400 jars. They are a sight to behold, these silent sentinels of a forgotten era. Their presence raises more questions than answers. Who made them? What was their purpose? How did they come to be here? The Plain of Jars is more than just a collection of ancient relics. It is a portal to the past. It is a place where imagination runs wild. The jars themselves are the most prominent feature of this enigmatic landscape. They are carved from sandstone and granite, with some weighing several tons. Archaeologists believe they date back to the Iron Age, spanning from 500 BC to 200 AD. Despite decades of research, their exact function remains unknown. Were they used for burial rituals? Did they serve as storage vessels for food or water? The jars are not simply rough-hewn stones, they are carefully shaped. Many have even been found with lids, suggesting a level of sophistication and purpose. This continues to intrigue researchers. The mystery deepens when we consider the craftsmanship involved. Local legends offer tantalizing glimpses into the past. They weave tales of giants and ancient kings. One legend claims the jars were used to brew rice wine for a mythical giant who ruled the plains. Another story speaks of a king who commissioned the jars to celebrate a great victory in battle. These legends add a layer of mystique to the Plain of Jars. However, separating fact from fiction is a challenge. Archaeological evidence points towards a more practical use for the jars. Some researchers believe they were used in funerary practices. Human remains and burial goods have been found in and around some jars. This supports the theory that they played a role in ancient burial rituals. The Plain of Jars lay hidden for centuries, consumed by the jungle. The jars stood silent, forgotten by the outside world. The local people, however, never forgot the jars. They wove stories and legends about them. But it wasn't until the early 20th century that the wider world got its first glimpse of this enigmatic site. The discovery was made by Madeleine Kalani, a French geologist working for the French colonial government in Indochina. In 1930, Kalani stumbled upon the Plain of Jars. He recognized the historical significance of his discovery. He dedicated himself to studying the site. He meticulously documented his findings. Kalani's work laid the foundation for future archaeological investigations. Kalani was a meticulous researcher. He surveyed the site and mapped the distribution of the jars. He excavated around the megaliths, searching for clues. His work was groundbreaking. He was the first to conduct a systematic study of the site. He published his findings and brought the Plain of Jars to the attention of the world. Kalani believed the jars were ancient burial urns, based on the discovery of human remains. He also uncovered various artifacts, including pottery shards. He also uncovered various artifacts, including beads. He also uncovered various artifacts, including tools. These findings provided the first concrete evidence of the jars' age. They dated back to the Iron Age. Kalani's work was crucial, but he was only able to scratch the surface of this archaeological enigma. He faced many challenges, including the remote location of the site and limited funding. Despite these obstacles, Kalani's research sparked international interest in the Plain of Jars. His work was a catalyst, inspiring future generations of archaeologists to delve deeper into the mysteries of the site. Despite decades of research following Kalani's initial discovery, many questions remain unanswered. The true purpose of the jars is still debated. The people who created them remain shrouded in mystery. The plane of jars continues to captivate and intrigue us. It is a testament to the enduring power of the past. The plane of jars is more than just a collection of ancient relics. The jars themselves are remarkable feats of engineering carved from solid rock. Some weigh several tons, yet they were transported and erected with precision. This speaks to a sophisticated understanding of quarrying, transportation, and construction techniques. The presence of lids on some of the jars raises further questions. Were these lids meant to seal the jars completely? What did they contain that needed such secure protection? The lids themselves are often adorned with carvings. These carvings depict animals, human figures, and geometric patterns. They offer a glimpse into the artistic traditions and beliefs of the people who created them. Archaeological excavations have yielded tantalizing clues about the people who inhabited this region. Sherds of pottery, tools made of bone and stone, and remnants of ancient hearths paint a picture of daily life in the shadow of the jars. Analysis of the pottery styles and decorations suggests links to other Iron Age cultures in Southeast Asia. This indicates that the people who created the jars were not isolated. They were part of a wider network of trade and cultural exchange. The discovery of burial goods, such as beads, bronze bells, and iron tools, further strengthens the theory that the jars were associated with funerary practices. However, the exact nature of these rituals and the beliefs they reflect remain a subject of ongoing research and debate. Despite the evidence unearthed so far, the true purpose of the plane of jars remains elusive. No single theory fully explains the existence of these enigmatic megaliths. The sheer number of jars, their distribution across the landscape, and the variations in their size and shape suggest a complexity that continues to baffle researchers. Some scholars have proposed that the jars may have been used for storing food, water, or even fermented beverages. Others have suggested that they may have played a role in astronomical observations or religious ceremonies. The lack of written records from this period makes it difficult to confirm or refute any of these theories definitively. The plane of jars is shrouded in mystery. In the absence of definitive answers, local legends and folklore have stepped in to fill the void. These stories, passed down through generations, offer tantalizing glimpses into the beliefs and imaginations of the people who have lived in the shadow of the jars for centuries. One enduring legend speaks of a race of giants who once roamed the plains. These giants, it is said, used the jars as drinking vessels. Another legend tells of a powerful king who ruled over a prosperous kingdom in this region. The king, according to this tale, commissioned the jars to store the rice wine that flowed freely during his reign. These legends, while fascinating, are difficult to reconcile with the archaeological evidence. However, they highlight the enduring human need to explain the unexplainable. They offer a sense of wonder and connection to the past. One of the most popular legends associated with the plane of jars is the story of Kun Chung. He was a giant who ruled over the land in ancient times. The legend claims that Kun Chung was a benevolent ruler, beloved by his people. To celebrate his triumph, he ordered the creation of the jars to hold vast quantities of rice wine for a lavish feast. These legends add a layer of mystique to the plane of jars. While legends offer intriguing narratives, scientists and archaeologists continue to grapple with the mysteries of the plane of jars. Various theories have been proposed to explain their creation and purpose. One prevalent theory suggests that the jars were used for funerary practices, supported by the discovery of human remains and burial goods. The jars may have served as ossuaries, containers for the bones of the deceased, used in elaborate burial rituals. Another theory proposes that the jars served as storage vessels for food, water, or fermented beverages. This theory is supported by the discovery of pottery shards and other artifacts associated with food preparation and consumption. Despite these theories, many questions remain unanswered. The sheer number of jars, their distribution across the landscape, and the variations in their size and shape suggest a complexity that continues to challenge our understanding. The plane of jars remains an enigma. It is a testament to the enduring power of the past to challenge our understanding and ignite our imagination. The plane of jars continues to fascinate and intrigue us. Archaeologists are still piecing together the story of this ancient site. New discoveries are being made all the time, shedding light on the mysteries of the jars. Modern archaeological techniques are being employed, such as ground-penetrating radar to map what lies beneath the surface. Scientists are analyzing soil samples, searching for clues about the environment in which the jars were created. Teams of researchers from around the world are collaborating with Laotian authorities. Together, they are carefully excavating different sites and documenting their findings. They use digital mapping and photography to create a comprehensive record of the plane of jars. These efforts are crucial in building a more complete picture of the people who created the jars. They provide insights into their culture, beliefs, and way of life. Preserving the plane of jars is crucial. These ancient megaliths face threats from the elements, vegetation, and human activity. The Lao government and international organizations are working to protect this site. Efforts focus on documenting and recording each jar. Management includes pathways, buffer zones, and vegetation control. Community engagement is crucial. Local communities play a vital role in protection. Education programs raise awareness and promote sustainable tourism. These efforts ensure future generations can marvel at the plane of jars. Despite these commendable efforts, the plane of jars faces an uncertain future. Unexploded ordnance from past conflicts continues to pose a significant threat. The presence of UXO hinders archaeological research and puts lives at risk. Clearance efforts are ongoing, but the scale of contamination makes this a slow process. Increased rainfall and extreme weather events can erode the landscape and damage the jars. Protecting the plane of jars requires a sustained commitment from all parties. The plane of jars stands as a reminder of the many secrets that lie buried beneath our feet. The plane of jars stands as a testament to the ingenuity and artistry of an ancient civilization. These enigmatic megaliths whisper tales of a time long gone, inviting us to unravel their secrets. Despite decades of research, the plane of jars continues to hold its mysteries close. The true purpose of the jars and the identity of their creators remain shrouded in speculation. Yet, it is this very enigma that draws us in, igniting our imaginations. The plane of jars is a cultural treasure of global significance. It belongs to the shared heritage of humanity, a testament to ancient civilizations. It deserves our respect and protection. Ongoing efforts to preserve it, protect it from time, conflict, and the elements, show the power of human collaboration. By supporting these efforts and promoting responsible tourism, we ensure future generations experience its awe. The plane of jars reminds us of our interconnected stories, woven across continents and time. As we stand on the precipice of the unknown, gazing out at the silent sentinels of the plane of jars, we are reminded that our understanding of the past is constantly evolving. New discoveries, new technologies, and new perspectives have the potential to shed light on the mysteries that continue to intrigue us. The story of the plane of jars is an unwritten chapter in the grand narrative of human history, a chapter that invites us to become active participants in its unfolding. By supporting ongoing research, by encouraging international collaboration, and by fostering a spirit of curiosity and open-mindedness, we can contribute to the ongoing quest to unravel the enigmas of the past. The plane of jars stands as a powerful reminder that the past is never truly gone. It lives on in the landscapes we inhabit, the stories we tell, and the mysteries we strive to solve. It is a legacy that we inherit, a responsibility we shoulder, and a source of endless fascination for generations to come.